could if you did. Man, the first 3-word moniker is John out there. I got introduced with it. I'll tell you that later. Yeah. No, let it live. Let it fly. Who's got a question? I'd love to hear.
I know, yes, bounce ideas off Richard all the time. Ever since you started working, you bounce ideas off your friend Richard all the time.
Yes.
Did you ever talk to him about directing Dallas Buyers Club or working on it with you?
No. No, you know, everything that Rick and I worked together on, I've thrown other projects that at him before, but he'd not always worked on something that he had his hand in writing. He's had other projects. I'll talk to him about other projects that I've seen, but they weren't really for him. The 3 things we've worked on have been things that were out of his hand.
Hey, Megan, Piper's Battle over here.
Yes.
Are you happy to start getting your muscles back and everything from the past movies that you've done?
Well, there's only one way to go, and that was up. I mean, I wasn't going to get any thinner, so I mean, I'm just, I'm not back to the weight I was before I started losing weight for Dallas Buyers Club, but I don't really want to be right now, and I'm right here to stop where I feel just fine.
It was quite a process of transformation. Will you never do that kind of dieting again? Was it hard to come back? What was the?
No, I mean, look, you know, I'm not gonna over dramatize what the weight loss adventure was. And think of that word I just used, adventure. That was the main. It was not. I was not in a concentration camp. I was not starving. I was eating well, but I was eating small amounts. I gave myself 4 months to do it the right way, and I had to do it for a reason. I was not doing it for an eccentricity. I wasn't doing it for an affectation. I was doing it because that's what I needed to do to represent Ron Woodruff the best way possible. If I didn't, you call BS on the movie and the first scene. If I'm not down to the right weight to look like that man looked. So that journey is something, if it's the right role, I'd be gladly take that again. Spiritually, it was a wonderful journey too.
Hi. Aside from physical transformations, what was your most exhausting emotional transformation for a role and just bouncing back?
The entire time Ron lived with an extreme amount of rage. Rage, and was in constant, you know, battering heads with opposition. So the challenge for me was trying to find variation and mapping out variation with how to show rage against all of this opposition. Because you had opposition of dying, you had the opposition of the FDA, at every turn it did. And I'm not a guy who's that angry all the time, but Ron was viciously angry. And that's what kept him alive for the 7 years. No other emotion really gets more stuff done than rage. For right or for wrong, really it's the emotion that moves things and shakes and throws things off balance more. That's the emotion that does that more than any other. Yeah.
Matt, project after project lately, you've been pushing yourself outside your comfort zone. I don't think we've heard how Interstellar is pushing you outside of a comfort zone. Is there a specific challenge to that?
Nice. There's always an interesting question to get on the underside of Interstellar. My answer so far has been, it's fifth dimensional stuff, man. Which everyone goes, thanks a lot. Well, what does that mean? You know, I'm not going to say anything about really Interstellar because we all went into that, and there's secrets that we're going to hold until that comes out for good reason. But I will say this: it's the most ambitious film Christopher Nolan's ever directed.